Pisces, happy May 2018. This is Dark Dove Tarot. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I pre-shuffle the cards, as you know, but I'm going to add a little more energy before we get started here. Again, Pisces, May 2018. This is for anybody who is single, looking for love, and anybody looking to reconcile. I don't do relationships. I'm thinking about doing them, maybe doing like a short blip just for people looking for relationships, but most of the people who contact me are interested in finding love, are interested in, you know, whether their partner's coming back, reconciliation, etc. So it would just get really lengthy if I added relationships in right now. So let's go ahead and get started here. Once I have the cards out, obviously. Again, hope you guys are doing great. This is a general read, so check your sun, moon, and rising, as some months those may resonate with you more than others. Any likes, subscribes, comments are greatly appreciated. If you'd like a private read, the information is in the description below. Again, this is general, so just keep that in mind, because I do get a lot of questions or emails, people asking me specifics pertaining to them, and I can't do that unless I have your information. So let's see, Pisces, what is going on? Whoa, another card just fall on the floor here. One more card and a clear or in your monthly, and we will get started. So also, I always forget to tell you, I forget to tell you a lot of times what I'm using. Sorry, I'm actually going to take that one because it's the only one that was sticking and doesn't want to get off the cards. So the decks I'm using, the Deviant Moon Tarot is what I use for the, you know, spread right here. And then I use the Illuminating the Prophecy for your Theme of the Month card and the clarifier. So you just pull your Theme of the Month card. Ooh, that was not a good shuffle. And we'll get started here. So, ooh, now you have 3 or 4 popping out all over the place. You have the Seven of Swords as your Theme of the Month card. So, Pisces, immediately this tells me that some of you are strategizing, planning, but you also maybe feel a little bit like you're being manipulated. So, the Seven of Swords, if you're single, definitely says that you're interested in dating. You're looking to find love, possibly, but you're going about it very strategically. You're going about it your way and not the usual way. I don't know why that's coming in here. It's almost like you would rather be alone than to weed through BS. So some of you may be trying to date in different ways. Maybe you've tried online and it didn't work for you. Maybe you tried a meetup group and it didn't work for you. So whatever it is, Pisces, some of you are feeling like just not even messing with it, just being alone and not wanting to date. And then others of you are wanting to date, but you're being very strategic in how you're going about it. You're not just putting yourself out there. You're like, maybe you're putting yourself private or something, and you're selecting people that you're interested in talking to. Whatever it is, you're being very kind of, you know, a little, it feels like you're like almost trapped in your house. Not trapped, like you're doing it yourself. Like you're keeping yourself out of the public eye, if that makes sense. If you're looking to reconcile, this is some sort of deception or manipulation that you felt at one point. You're still feeling it this month. It feels like your theme may be up and down a little bit this month. One minute you feel the connection, you feel the love with that person, and the next minute you're feeling like they screwed me, they manipulated me, they deceived me in every way possible. But you're also strategizing. For some of you, you're strategizing like revenge. And Pisces, I don't know, that's something popped in my head. Some of you are like, oh, I'll get him back, I'll get her back. So yeah, Pisces, sorry to hear it. Some of you are feeling a little anger towards the person you're looking to reconcile with. You still have that connection there, but right now some of you are fuming. Maybe you got word of something going on, but I don't see many of you very happy with this person right now. Coming into the month, yep, that makes sense. Coming into the month, your current position is Judgment. Judgment is looking back, meditating. It is judging. So if you're single, you're definitely going, okay, I have dated before and I've met some real idiots. I'm not willing to do that again. I don't want to have to weed through bullshit. but I still want to find somebody. So again, you're strategizing on how you're doing it. You're approaching it differently. And if it starts getting too carried away for you, you're pulling back. You're like, okay, no, now I need me time, which is really good, Pisces, because this says that you're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on what your needs are. Some of you, just me thinking in my head about online dating, I just feel you guys going, oh, like I won't do it the way I did before. So you're really thinking about what you've been through dating wise and what you've been through in past relationships. And you're really kind of on the fence. Like, do I want to date? Do I really want to go through all this? Am I ready? And some of you are like, yes, you are. But again, you're going to be on the down low while you're doing it. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, you're definitely upset about something. So you either don't have closure or you didn't get answers you were looking for. There's something here that is saying, Pisces, you are mad as hell. Like, you're looking back on this going, what, I don't know. Maybe you were cheated on. There's a lot of different scenarios. It's going to be different for everybody, right? But you definitely don't feel like you got answers. And I feel like some of you are almost feeling worse about it now than you did like last month. Something came up. Maybe you saw a picture of this person with somebody. Maybe you heard through the grapevine they're dating. Whatever it is, you're judging. You're feeling like, All right. The next card you have is how you're feeling coming into the month of May. And you have the Six of Pentacles or Six of Coins. This is somebody who's feeling a little bit generous, but only generous if the situation is right and if the person like is deserving. I know that sounds weird, but that's totally how it's playing out here for you, Pisces, because the Six of Coins is somebody who's saying, I'm content in myself. And so, yes, I will go on a date with you. Lucky you. And I know that sounds crazy, Pisces, but that's exactly how this is coming off right now, because the energy is literally like, if I want to date, I'm going to date. If I don't want to date, I'm not going to date. Again, that laying low. And this is you kind of going, yes, okay, I'll go on a date with you, but don't expect me to sleep with you. Don't expect me to fall in love with you. So you're on guard, Pisces. Some of you are really on guard this month. Again, Six of Coins, Six of Pentacles represents somebody who's content in themselves. And that makes me happy, Pisces, because for some of you, you need to be content in yourself first before you go out and meet somebody, before you find love, because you've been walked on, you've been a doormat, you have let people run you ragged, and you are not standing for it anymore, Pisces. So even if you are like, oh, here's a cookie, oh, yeah, you can take me out, but don't expect anything from me, fine. If that's how you need to be and that's how you need to present yourself in order, it's almost like, hey, fight for me a little bit, and you deserve it. And some of you really deserve it, and you've never really allowed somebody to fight for your attention, allowed somebody to ponder over you, to pour affection over you, and you're deserving of that. And so this is good, Pisces. Even though it sounds like it might be negative, it's not at all. This is you finally putting you first for once. If you're looking to reconcile, you may talk to them. You may say, hey, how's it going? They may contact you. I feel like they're feeding you a line of bullshit, and you're understanding more and more that it's bullshit, and you're saying, yes, I'll be generous. I'll talk to you. Oh, do you want to hang out? Sure, we can hang out. But you know something's going on? You're not playing that game. You know there's something else going on. They're not 100% true to you right now. They're dating other people, or, they've lied. You know about the lies, and they may not know to the extent that you know what's going on. So I feel like some of you are just like, I'm fine being by myself, but you want to talk? Sure, let's talk. The next card you have is anything over your distant past. So over the past 5-10 years, could be your childhood, and you have the Ace of Cups. So this is love. So this goes very well in what we've seen so far, because this is saying, Pisces, at one point you had this type of love. This is a new beginning. This is a love, a connection that's very strong, very fulfilling, maybe started out as a friendship and then developed into something bigger. And you got hurt and they got hurt. And I always read this together for reconciliation and anybody looking for love, because it's generally a long time ago. It could even be watching parents who were very much in love, grandparents very much in love, and you coveted that. Like, hey, I want that type of love. Maybe, you had somebody that was a dear friend of yours, and that's how you guys, you went from friends to then, realizing you were more than friends. This was a strong connection, a strong love. And the good thing about this, Pisces, is because this is coming up, you're not forgetting that. You're not coming in here like, I don't like love, or I don't believe in love, or I don't believe in connections, or I don't believe in relationships. You're coming in to this month going, I believe in this, and I believe I can get back there again. And I know what healthy love feels like. But things went wrong. Things didn't work out. Maybe I was not seeing the bigger picture. Maybe I stayed too long with somebody that I knew it wasn't going to work out. Maybe we were better off friends. Whatever. I could go on and on. But I love this for you, Pisces, because this says that you're not giving up on love. But what you have given up on in the past is yourself. And you're just not willing to give up on yourself anymore, even in the name of love. The next card you have is your immediate past. So the past 2 weeks, past month or so, and this also makes sense. This is a Four of Swords. This is about resting. It's about exhaustion, complete exhaustion. So Pisces, some of you maybe were dating for a couple months. If you're looking for love, you were trying the dating game. It wasn't working out. That's why you're being really careful. Maybe you have met a few people. You thought these people were genuine. They were going to be good. And they turned out they weren't. And the universe kind of took them out of your life. Whether you guys stopped talking, whether they stopped talking to you or you stopped talking to them. But this Four of Swords is saying you are taking this needed time off for yourself. And you may continue over the next, month or two to do this, to take time off. We'll see what, the next few cards say. But this definitely says that you are taking time for yourself. That you're saying, I am recuperating from BS that I've dealt with in the past. And, if I decide to date, I'm going to go slow and I'm going to go at my own pace and I'm going to do it my way. It's my way or the highway right now, because you know what's going to keep you in check in taking care of Pisces. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, this is also like I think that you have worried and you have let sleepless nights and you have let things happen to where you are like, I'm just not anymore. I feel like you came to a place the past couple of weeks, past month or two, where you're like, I'm not doing this with you anymore. I can't do this. You may have cut them off for a little bit. Maybe you guys were communicating. You may just be focusing on other things. Again, focusing on yourself. And I feel you breathing a sigh of relief. Like, I'm not doing this. Now, you do have this judgment because you're looking back and you're meditating on it, but you have to in order to get over it, right? There are certain things you're going to have to realize between you both, especially if you do have that connection. You're kind of like, but this is you saying, I'm not willing, I'm not doing this anymore. You're not fulfilling, or you're not suffocating my every thought. You're not going to fill my day and my mind with you and what you're doing. And I'm not doing this anymore. The next card you have is your distant future. So over the next 2 or 3 months, and you have the Emperor. So this is somebody who's very traditional. This is also Aries. So you may be dealing with an Aries or a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But the Emperor is somebody who's very strong. This is you, Pisces, saying, I'm on top of my game. If you want to be in my life, if you're single, you're going, if you want to be in my life, you got to work for it. Like I said, hey, I might go on a date with you, but I need some affection. I need somebody who's attentive. I'm tired of having somebody who I do all the work. I come 75% and you only come 25, and you're not budging, Pisces. This is you saying, I've got the authority here. This is kingship. This is structure. This is you saying, okay, this is what I want in my life, and in order to get there, I'm going to take these steps and these steps, and you can either come along with me or you can get off the train at any time and I'll find somebody else. Pisces, I know I sound like I'm making it sound like you guys are being like harsh, but you're not. You're doing what you finally need to do for yourself to get the results you want. You've stuck with people who aren't good for you. You've put up with bullshit that isn't good for you, and you're just not willing to do it anymore. If you're looking to reconcile, it's the same thing. If you guys have any chance at reconciliation, it will be your decision. I believe it wholeheartedly. And some of you are going to say, Dark Dove, they won't even talk to me or whatever. But you know what? The minute you stop thinking about them, the minute they stop consuming you, the minute you get this rest you need and recuperate, is the minute they start coming back. And they may piss you off. That may be why you're like, I spent some time getting over you. I stopped trying to get in touch with you. I started focusing on other things. Now you're coming back. Well, guess what? I might give you a little inch. You want to talk? Okay, we can talk. But no, this is you saying, if we're going to do this, we're doing it my way. Or we're doing, which you'll still compromise. I'm not saying that you're going to be like, oh, you have to be at my beck and call. It's not like that at all. But things were not working. There were lies. There was deception. There were things going on. And still, you're still remembering things. You're still figuring out things that were going on. So in order for anything to reconcile between the two of you, which honestly I don't think is in your best interest, and I don't know that you will, because I feel like they're hanging on to something else anyways. But in order for it to work, you are going to have to take the lead and be the one. You are the one who has the power to either make it or break it. The next card you have is anything in May for the next couple weeks. So this is your immediate future, and you have the World, and it is, look, they're looking at each other, and this person's like, you ready to go? And this person's like, yeah, because you control the world. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. The World is a first completion, not a first completion, I'm sorry. The Four of Wands is first completion. The World is a completion. This is the end of the major arcana. So a new cycle starts after the World. So the next few weeks, if you are looking for love, something new is going to be coming your way. Something new will be starting. This is a fulfillment and a belonging. So yes, I believe you are going to meet somebody that is going to be somebody who will make the effort, who will put you first, who will give you the confidence in trusting and believing that they would be a good partner for you. So somebody will come in and kind of change the way you're thinking and how you're feeling about things right now. And it will be, you will feel like, okay, I can enter the dating realm and the love realm and feel safe with this person. Even if it's, you guys should start dating regularly, or it could be, moving into a committed relationship. So the completion could be getting off of online dating or meetup sites or whatever it is you're doing. But I love this for you because it means the next couple of weeks, yes, you're taking care of you, but you're going to be in a position to take care of each other eventually, a belonging, a satisfaction, an accomplishment here. So you're going to feel like you accomplished what you set out to do, which is find somebody genuine and cut out all of the rest of the crap. If you're looking to reconcile, I feel like this is you ending it completely. No more thoughts of this person, no more consuming my thoughts, my life, no more sleepless nights, all of that. I really feel like this is you saying, nope, I'm looking for something different. I'm looking for something different. Some of you, there may be a chance at reconciliation. I don't see it. And I think it's a long time coming that you needed to cut this out. The next card you have is anything that's going to come on, like tangible throughout the month. Could be the beginning, middle, end. It could last for a day, 2 days. This is any situation you may be in. So this is a burden. The Ten of Wands is a burden or a responsibility. So if you're looking for love, you're going to know the difference between somebody you want to be with is whether it's a burden to hang out with them or whether you want to hang out with them. If you feel like you have to make time to hang out with this person, or you have to force yourself to be with this person, then you're not going to do it. You're going to move on. But I think somebody's going to come in and catch your attention, and they are going to be attentive, and they're going to take you out of feeling that burden or responsibility. Again, this is also completion, just like the World. So this is a completion of, I think, you feeling the burden of the dating. I really feel like this is you ending the dating. Now, you may not meet anybody else at all and just decide that you're not going to date, but I don't feel like that. I feel like, yes, you may take moments where you step away, but that's because Pisces decided for once to take care of themselves, and when things get too chaotic or they start seeing drama or people being disingenuous, they disconnect from it this month. This is you saying, okay, I'm going to lift this burden off of myself and allow myself to love somebody as long as they're putting that effort in. Because you haven't had a lot of luck lately with people who make you a priority, but you never fail to make other people a priority. So if you're looking to reconcile, you need to get that burden off your back, complete this cycle, and go, because that's what it is. And it's weighing you down, and it's going to continue to weigh you down, and it's going to continue to make you feel like you're being manipulated. Yeah, nope. Head on out of there, Pisces. All right, the next card you see, and the next card you have is how you're feeling internally. And I'm glad this is internal and not external. This is a Ten of Swords. It's tragedy. It's illness. If it were in a physical spot like here, then I'd be like, hey, I'm worried you guys might have somebody dealing with an illness. And you could still have somebody in your life who's dealing with an illness. But this is how you are feeling. So if you're single, you're definitely like, you want this, and you want this, and you've taken care of yourself, and you're taking care of you. But at some point, and again, this can last the whole month, or it could last for an hour through the month. But this is how you're feeling at one point this month in May. And this says that you're going to take a break. Like maybe for 2 or 3 days, you're going to cut ties, cut loose. You may even cut loose with somebody that you really like, just to kind of see if there is something really there. This is some sort of test here, Pisces, where you're testing yourself, you're testing other people, because you're just kind of sick of everything that's going on. And here, you may feel a little anxious because you may be pushing somebody away that you really like because you need to see that they can come back. And so if you have met somebody, or if you do meet somebody this month, which I feel like a lot of you either have already or are going to, but you're not letting them in. You're giving them like a cookie every once in a while, if that makes sense. And in this, you're kind of going, okay, I really, really want to let them in, but I'm really, really, really worried about getting hurt. I'm really, really worried about going through the BS. And there's going to be some moment here where you may piss them off, and they may feel like, whoa, and then you're going to go, oh, too far, and you're going to retract it. So let's see what these cards say, but I don't think this is going to last very long, and I don't think it's going to be too tragic for you. If you're looking for reconciliation, you got to let this go, because I feel like the minute you finally put your foot down and say, I'm not doing this with you anymore, they are going to come at you, and it is going to feel like you're being stabbed all over the place. They're going to flaunt somebody in your face, something. So be careful how you go about this. If you do decide to cut them off, just make it amicable. If you're pissed, or you've been deceived and they manipulated you and they've been awful to you, fine, let it go. Because if you end it like tragically and like and it's hostile, it's only going to hurt you in the end. You're only going to feel bad about it in the end. The next card you have are any hopes or fears for the outcome of the month, and you have the Magician, and I love this card. This is about a true connection. So if you're single, your hope is that this person that you're meeting is a true connection. This is somebody that but you're still in control here, and that's the biggest thing. For Pisces this month, it's important you're in control. And you're not normally the type to want to control every situation, but it's very important you're in control this month, because if you're not in control, you get back to that point where you give up a little piece of yourself, or you allow people to treat you a way that they shouldn't, because you're not controlling that situation. And you're just not willing to do that or sacrifice yourself anymore for people who aren't worth it and aren't doing the same for you. So the Magician says, hey, this is a really strong connection, Pisces. It's going to be somebody who's well worth your time and deserving of it. If you're looking to reconcile, this is you controlling the situation. If you're ending this situation, this is you saying, okay, I'm severing that connection, because I have the power to manifest what I want. And you're not what I want, and you're not working out for me. Now, again, for some of you, you're going to say, well, they're not talking to me. But there's something here going on to where, like, you decided you weren't going to spend all your time thinking about them, so that connection wasn't as strong. It's going to heat back up, and there's going to be some sort of communication, but you're in control of how that communication goes. You're in control of how the situation ends, or if it continues. The next card you have is your outcome for the month, and you have the Ace of Pentacles, and I love the Ace of Pentacles. This is new beginnings. So I'm going to start with reconciliation here. If you cut them off, a new beginning comes in very quick, because the Ace of Pentacles showing up here, the Ace of Coins is saying, look, there's somebody here for you. There's somebody that you need to be paying attention to, or that you need to shut this door and open a window to let somebody else who's going to treat you much better to come in. So it's almost like the universe has this divine timing situation going on here, because the Ace says, look, there's somebody waiting in the wings here. There's potential. There's prosperity. This is opportunity. This is new beginnings. But if you come in with, it's not going to happen if you keep bearing this burden. If you keep worrying about this person who's not worthy of your time or attention, it's not going to come in for you. It's not going to be fulfilling. You need to allow that to go away to get this new beginning, to feel prosperous, to feel that heavy weight lifted, to get this rest and recuperation. If you're looking for love, here they are, because this is that opportunity presenting itself. This is a new beginning. I love this for you, because this definitely says this is somebody that you're going to see, you're going to feel like a belonging with. You're going to have this feeling of fulfillment with, and they're definitely here, whether they show up in the beginning, middle, or end of May. They're definitely here. Now, again, you're going to still feel like, hey, I've got to have some sort of structure. It's got to be traditional here. You're not going to be like, you know, I'm falling in love and I'm going to give you my heart and soul right away. Oh, but look, these are the two cards that just flipped over my deck. You're not going to be like, hey, I'm going to give you my heart and soul right now, which is very opposite of Pisces. Like I said, you're only trying to take care of yourself this month, which is really positive. Now, your clarifiers are beautiful, because you have the Sun here clarifying your outcome for the month. And the Sun is hope. It's inspiration. It's seeing things clearly. It's self-awareness. It's having confidence, but it's allowing the light to shine where it should shine. So if you're single, this is saying, okay, towards the end of the month and going into the next couple of months, you're going to get out of this energy of protecting yourself, which you've needed to desperately, and you needed to protect yourself and instill that in this person coming in, so that they understand what you're deserving of, because you're not having it any other way. And the Sun is saying, okay, now once they prove to you that, hey, they are deserving of having you in their life and they are willing to go the extra mile to be in your life, then you're going to open up a little bit. You're going to see the clear side. You're going to feel the Sun kind of, oof, I just got the chills right there. You're going to feel like the heat on your skin, the warmth, allowing that to come in, allowing your heart to open up a little bit more and a little bit more with this person. But they are going to have to, you're putting them through the ringer a little bit this month. If you're looking to reconcile, I think this is, so the Sun is about solutions, and I think that you're going to find that the solution to a lot of your problems is allowing this reconciliation to burn you anymore, to take you down. The deception, even if you had this hope, okay, even if you say, Dark Dove, we're going to have new beginning because of this ace, and I have hope, that's fine. That's fine and dandy. But how are you going to get past this deception and this manipulation and this hurt? If you can't get past that, this hope doesn't exist. So for most of you, I think the hope starts illuminating when you finally make a decision to cut off somebody who is not worth your time. Now, your clarification for the distant future is the Nine of Cups. And as you know, if you've seen my reads, I love the Sun and I love the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is bliss, it's fulfillment, and it's happiness. So at the end, over the next few months, you will start to feel happier, more bliss, more fulfillment. If you're single or looking to reconcile, it's the same for both of you. This is something coming. This is knowing something's coming. This is allowing it to come, allowing, the universe to take control. And yes, you can keep your self-control here, and you can keep your self-worth and what you need, but also allow the heart energies to flow a little more congruent once you figure out what it is you need to take care of Pisces. All right. I hope you guys have a great month. I'll see you next month.